Welcome, my dear students. Nice to meet you again. Now it's time to start Unit 4, which is titled Boy into the Past. In this unit, we are going to talk about must and mustn't. Let's start with must. We use subject plus must plus infinitive to talk about necessity and obligation. For examples, number 1, you must arrive on time. Number 2, you must listen to the teacher. Number 3, you must study hard. After we talk about must to show things that are necessary to do, now let's learn about mustn't. We use subject plus mustn't plus infinitive to say that it's important not to do something. For examples, number 1, you mustn't be late. Number 2, in a museum, you mustn't touch the objects. Number 3, you mustn't run inside the building. It's also important for you to know how to make questions. Put must plus subject plus infinitive to form yes, no questions. For examples, number 1, must we put rubbish in the bin? The answer, yes, you must, or no, you mustn't. Example number 2, must the boys wear the school uniform? The answer, yes, they must, or no, they mustn't. Now try to check your information on must and mustn't. Look at the pictures and complete the rules with must or mustn't. Number 1, you mustn't eat or drink. Use spaces, be quiet. It's necessary to be quiet in the library, so the answer will be must. Well done. Number 2, use spaces, touch the stones. You put the rubbish in the bin. The first answer will be mustn't. Well done. You mustn't touch the stones. This means that it's important not to touch them to protect our historic places. The second answer will be must. Good job. You must put the rubbish in the bin because it's necessary to keep our historic places clean. Let's look at the third picture. I'm sure you can easily answer this sentence. It's one of the most important school rules. Use spaces, listen to the teacher. Use spaces, be noisy in the class. That's right. You must listen to the teacher. You mustn't be noisy in the class. The last sentence, use spaces, have a shower before you swim. Use spaces, run near the pool. Sure, it will be you must have a shower before you swim, and the second answer will be mustn't. You mustn't run near the pool. This means that it's not allowed for you to run near the pool. Here are some extra exercises on must and mustn't. Number 1, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Sentence number 1, at school, use spaces, listen to the teacher. Exactly, the answer will be must. You must listen to your teacher. Sentence number 2, use spaces, be home on time, don't be late. It's an obligation, so the choice will be must. You must be home on time. Number 3, use spaces, turn the music up too loud. You will harm our ears. It's necessary not to do that, so we will choose mustn't. You mustn't turn the music up too loud, it will harm our ears. Sentence number 4, use spaces, do the housework, our mother is ill. It's necessary to do housework during your mother's illness, so it will be must. You must do the housework, our mother is ill. Sentence number 5, this was a nice evening, we must spaces again. Sure, it will be meet. we put infinitive after must as we learned before. Sentence number 6. Use bases, brush your teeth 3 times a day. It's good for your teeth. We will choose must because it's very important for you to do that. So the sentence will be, you must brush your teeth 3 times a day. Sentence number 7. Use bases, forget to do your homework regularly. Exactly. We will choose mustn't. You mustn't forget to do your homework regularly. Sentence number 8. Use bases, be kind to your friends. You are right, the choice will be must. You must be kind to your friends. The last sentence, it's late. Use bases, never make so much noise. Look carefully at this sentence. The word never here means not, so we will only choose must instead of mustn't. You mustn't never make so much noise. This means that it's not allowed for you to make noise. Exercise number 2. Read and correct the underlined words. Sentence number 1. You mustn't study hard if you want to pass your exams. Yes, it will be sure must, not mustn't. You must study hard if you want to pass your exams. Sentence number 2. You mustn't using a mobile phone in class. We put infinitive after must and mustn't, so the answer will be use, not using. Sentence number 3. You mustn't to forget your bag and books. Yes, that's right. The correction will be forget, not to forget. The last sentence, students and teachers must are polite to each other. Are is the mistake here. After must we put infinitive. So the right answer is B, not R. Thank you for your listening. I hope I'll meet you again. Goodbye, my dear students.